Skiddly-diddly-doo. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a podcast number 201 with Meet Arya. Everyone say hello to Dachi. Hello, Dachi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. And Meet Arya, who has been I guess most people know you as the OG Earth2 YouTuber and influencer. You have had a very interesting life, starting over in Wisconsin. You ever hear Lil Wayne rhyme mansion with Wisconsin?
Yeah, I always heard that when I was over there. It's like,
dude, it's so
our state is mentioned.
Is that like their big thing? That like their big claim to fame?
Yeah, pretty much. Everybody loved that song.
There's I forget what it's from. But there's this guy's like, we have two things in this town. We have, I don't know, like a pottery barn and the man that met Andy Griffith. Like, it was just like this little podunk town. Right. So I guess Wisconsin, they I guess cheese, and then they were mentioned in a Lil Wayne song.
Yeah, it's always
you've since exited out of there. If it wasn't for the military, do you think you would have stayed there, or would you have gotten out either way?
I think I would have got out either way, because it's like, I don't know. I was there most of my life, 25 years or something. And then I was like 25, 27. I was like, I need to get out of this state, you know? It's just so cold. So I was looking at avenues to get out, and the military happened to be one of them, but I probably would have found something else too. But yeah, I'm sure most people know who I am, but if you don't and you're new here, yes, I'm a crypto investor and a content creator, and I get into I have a talent on finding projects that blow up. You know, Earth2 in 2020, that wasn't the first time I did something like that. I do it all the time. I actually put a post kind of about that on my Twitter. So go ahead and read that.
It's still like a day left, right?
Yeah, it's Crypto Arya with an underscore after that. And it shows you like all the stuff I got into. A lot of people are following me, so that's pretty cool. My follower base like doubled within like 2 weeks. So yeah, I guess I put out some good content out there. It's on trending news, crypto, Web3 gaming. If you kind of like that niche, I talk about politics sometimes with the SEC and Senator Warren and stuff trying to ban Bitcoin and whatnot. So we have a good time over there. I also do giveaways. So I give away free crypto, free land, and Web3 gaming and Earth2. It's free just for following me.
Yep.
So it's actually pretty cool.
Free tiles, free everything.
Yeah, free. The last guy got I think he came from you or something like that. The last guy who won the giveaway, he won tier 1 class 1 like land in the country of Peruvian.
This is great. So you have land in every country though, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, definitely. It's nuts. Yeah, I put in. I think it's worth like $600,000 in Earth2 because I have so much land, and if the crypto cycle, which I believe it will, goes parabolic, there's going to be tons and tons of money in that company and in my portfolio, and I'm going to give it not all of it. I'm going to give a portion away to the community.
What would your wife do to you if you gave it all away? If you had like $10 million, could you imagine having $10 million? I'm like, what are we gonna do? I don't know. I'll give it all away. Like,
hell yeah.
Women ain't just gonna be cool with that.
They go nuts. I'm like, what the?
I mean, you'll get a girlfriend like the next day because if you have that to give away, women will be like, oh, all right, he'll make it again. But I was going to ask you about that. You asked on one of your polls, hey, what should I do more content about? And the majority did say Veve and Omi. So when is your first Veve or your next Veve Omi video going to be?
That is a great question. Probably, I'm way more active on Twitter, X, whatever they call it. And then YouTube, I do for fun. I should be more active with that. With the parabolic run coming up, I'm probably sure I'll be more active. But with an Omi Veve video, I could probably push one out in the next few weeks and see if I want to polish it up. I want to make sure it looks good and stuff like that. I'm not like you. I don't do every single day videos. I should. I should.
The quality of your videos though is a lot better. Like you have like you have your voiceover while like this beautiful like you could make a really good Earth 2 video just by showing some of their trailer or their trailers, because that Unreal Engine 5 that they're doing is, oh my god, it's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Honestly, I should just do that. Just upload that with my voiceover. I'll get so many more views. Mine obviously is just, this is what people are looking at like 24/7.
But people love
that's
that.
going to be memed later. Like,
you have your community.
And I want to ask you about this too, because there's a bunch of fun. Like, I've been memed, I don't know, like probably a dozen times, but maybe a good 8 or 9 of them have been over the last couple weeks since like the huge FUD with Omi has been, the FUD has been huge. Has always been down. I don't know if I've ever reached peak Earth2 FUD, because there was a lot of Earth2 FUD back in like 2021. Yeah, everyone was calling it a scam, and because you were the biggest YouTuber or the biggest proponent of that, I mean, I was right there with you, but you were getting all the hate. Everyone was saying like, I'm going to report you to the SEC. I'm going to do this. How did you deal with that hate? Did it ever like get to you, or did the military be like, oh no, I've gone through worse than this, brush your shoulders off?
It's funny actually, because I have really thick skin. Like nothing bothers me. Like I just think it's funny. And then I saw something on Twitter, X today, actually, from a very large crypto company for like 1 million followers or something like that. And the guy said, if you have haters, or if you have haters around you or something, or hate on you, then you have a badge of success, that you're doing well in content creation. So I guess I mean, you and I both have that. so apparently we made it. We're successful.
We did it. Oh, we can die now.
Yeah. But yeah, I've had memes. I mean, you had memes that made you, I had memes made to me, and it was
yeah, they're hysterical.
Yeah,
you sent me one. Well, it wasn't a meme, it was like a GIF.
Yeah.
Oh no, you sent me multiple of them. At first I was like, wait, is he making these? And then like I'll see him like a few hours later when I go on X. I was like, oh, okay. This is where I got them from.
Yeah, no, I think they're pretty funny. So but it always turns out to even though it's funny, they're hating and stuff, and then just through the test of time, I end up being right about a certain project or something like that. Like Earth2, people hating on me, and look, it's still here, and I'm still making money, and they're making money, and people following me are making money. So I don't know.
It's not just making money. Like, so they are one of the only projects that's growing in this bear market, that have been building everywhere else. Like even like big companies like Discord's great, but you have companies like Tesla. Well, Tesla hasn't. X has. X has cut down like half, like 80%. Disney has cut down a bunch of people. I don't know if Disney needed to. I think that was just Bob Iger going and saying, "Oh, you were hired by Bob Chapek. Yeah, we don't need you." And then they go and fires them that way. But you have like these multi-billion-dollar companies that are downsizing and trying to not cut corners, just cut costs. And then you have a company like Earth2, which is only building and hiring. We know what's the latest numbers on how much money was paid out from Earth2? It was in like the tens of millions, right?
Yeah, I don't know the exact dollar figure for that. Maybe somebody in the comments who are actually following us with the community, they might know what the exact the number for that. So if you know the exact number, put it in the comments. But I think it's tens of millions, hundreds of millions. That are.
Well, they definitely made they grossed like 9 figures, but I don't know if they paid out 100, but that would have been a lot. I don't think that.
Earth2 Anubis. I love this guy.
Okay, so they paid out 22 million. That is heckin' wild. I love Veve and Omi, but I don't think Veve has paid out anywhere near close to that. I think it's been it's over 1 million. It's in the multiple millions, but you know, just because you've paid out, let's say like 4 or 9 million, you guys are in the tens of millions, so it's a good time. We have Earth2 and conspiracy theories. We will get there when we get there.
Yeah, you guys see my recent Earth2 YouTube short. It's actually my first short that I put on my channel.
Oh, I have not. Wait, how recent is it?
It's I put it out a couple days ago. People actually love it. It's very positive like analytics I got from it. So people
let's see what this is. I put in Meet Arya, and it's all just Games of Thrones stuff. So we got
maybe I should change that. It's all
maybe
about
if I put in Arya Realty, it'll come up. Well, your channel comes up. So let me. All right, it's under Shorts. Okay, yeah, I got it's like a big. Okay, I see it. I will like, and I will comment meow, with a smiley face, and that'll help the Al Gore's rhythm.
There we go. Maybe I should change to like Crypto Arya because I'm trying to look at the ranking for YouTube because I'm getting killed like Game of Thrones people.
Yeah. They have new content you will be making, and I can't wait for it. So as we talk about, all right, so in the 2023 we had a bunch of videos. We had the first big video that Earth2 made was in December of 22, and then that sparked a whole new interest. People started making content about it again. And then over the last several months, we had, I think, 2 more videos, and they've all gotten in the hundreds of thousands of views. Yeah. So in 2023, obviously, Earth2 is a big winner. Who in the space do you think was the biggest loser in 2023?
In like land sales or just crypto?
Well, I mean, crypto, everything's down like 95%. Yeah. But which company? So someone like Recur just straight up went out of business. Yeah. So that would be one of them. But they weren't like a multi-billion-dollar business. They were just something that they had raised like $50 million or whatever, and they went out of business. But who do you think was the biggest loser? Like Disney, for example, was like they lost like, I don't know, like 90 billion in net worth. It was insane.
I would say that, I mean, during that huge, I mean, we're recovering now with the bear market and stuff that was previous. That was nuts. But I was so deep into my portfolio, trying to find like the deepest entry points, the cheapest entry points. And who lost the most? I know that like Meta, Facebook, they dipped hard into like $90 a share or something like that. And they're a huge company out there. So I was like, it's common sense. Like, they're not going away. They're going to be here forever, So I put a whole bunch of money into Facebook at like $90, something like that. And now I think if you check, it's like 300, something like that.
Yo.
So, I mean, it's just, if you think like that, it's just easy money. It's money laying on the table. So, I mean, that's what I'm always looking for, and I always put that on my Twitter and my X and stuff, and I'll probably put it on my YouTube for like stuff that I'm getting into, so I can increase my my portfolio, my wealth, and be like, if I put $1 here, I know a year or two from now it's going to turn into like $4, and I don't need that $1. So that's my logic.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We were supposed to get another rate hike, but it looks like we're getting a rate cut this quarter. And when you have so we're going to do like some prediction time now. When we have that rate cut, people will start borrowing again. People will finally get confidence in the market. And it seems like estimated around $1 trillion is going to go into the markets by like midsummer. Usually takes about 6 months. Yeah. And I think that's part of Biden's plan to go and, run on the markets, say like, hey, the market's doing real well since I've been president. And it's mostly just because of the rate cuts that they're doing. So when you have that in conjunction with these Bitcoin ETFs that have just been approved, and then you have the narrative of the metaverse, of digital collectibles, and of AI, we kind of create this perfect storm. Who do you think the biggest winner is going to be in 2024?
Easily 2024 going into 2025, easily the best class and asset class you can be into, in my opinion, is cryptocurrency. So, I mean, not any crypto, because like 99.9% of crypto is a scam. I like that.
Bitcoin to the moon. I will.
You gotta be very careful
on Grumpycat. Well, actually, you can't bridge it Our link down below for the bridge if you have any Grumpycat left. I know you would bridge that, and we're ready to take that on tomorrow, get the new stuff. But yeah, talk us about crypto. You said 99% of the stuff is garbage, is trash. That's true. What are some of the winners that you like? What are some sleepers?
I'd say the biggest coins to look out for is you want to look for large market caps. You want to look for a lot of volume. because there's three things for a cryptocurrency you want to look for. You want to look for the total market cap, so like Bitcoin, Ethereum, those are the biggest. And then you want to look for circulating supply and volume. If you look at the volume of a cryptocurrency and don't know what that is, the volume is pretty much, if you go to a party, how many people are in it. So you want to go to a party where everybody's having fun. You're not going to go to a party with 3 people in it. Like it's so you want to go where there's a lot of activity, a lot of volume, and a large market cap, and then has a positive sentiment for it. So the ones I would go for: Bitcoin, Ethereum. There's the top 2, obviously. Anything in the Ethereum ecosystem that's a large, reputable market cap. So you want stuff like Optimism, Arbitrum, for a meme coin, maybe even Shiba. Yeah.
So you said, well, all right. So obviously, if we go with the safest stuff, things that have a higher market cap, a lot of volume, good community. Let's say they have good socials, interactions on their socials, and Shiba obviously does fit that. Mm-hmm. But Shiba is also a very big meme coin.
Yes.
And what is the difference between a meme coin that is likely not going to do anything, and why do some meme coins go like Pepe or Dogecoin or Shiba? Why are they successful, and why should we put in now after they already have this huge market cap?
When I pick Shiba Inu over like Pepe or something, because it shows less risk. And it shows like there was already a community and they're building. The big thing about that is the coin building within the bear market. When Bitcoin was 16,000 or something like that, did the company fold? Did the company disappear? So if they're still building, and they have a very strong possibility that they're still going to be around. And then I don't like meme coins personally. That's just not me. I mean, other people love meme coins. But I buy meme coins because other people like meme coins. Most of the human race, which is cryptocurrency, they like meme coins. So I have to get in it. But I will buy it before it blows up. So people love their meme coins. So I'll buy it right now where it's like dead cheap. And if you look at Coin Market Cap, go to that website where it shows all the graphs, like all the meme coins are like dead, super dead. That's where I'm buying. I'm buying right there. So when it pumps up like 100x, 1000x, I'm selling on all those retail investors and stuff. They will be my liquidity. It's ruthless, but that's the game.
It is. It's wild. I love and hate that. I love it because, well, one, it's gonna make us a lot of money, but I hate it because you have people that are they're new, and some of these people will stay. They'll learn. They'll see it as tuition. But some of these people just be like, nope, got wrecked, and they'll never invest in crypto again, which is very unfortunate because it's the place where you get the biggest gains. Obviously, as he said. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. It is really funny though to see to see people like, I invested in this coin when it was $10 billion market cap and it never should have been.
I think we were talking about before, one super controversial coin that I own, not a lot, I only have a little bit of it, is Hex. Like everybody hates Hex. It's terrible. I agree. Hex garbage. But I think it's
garbage that people will get.
Yeah, it's terrible. But I think everybody will get that coin. So we'll see. I mean, I can lose, so if any trader tells you that they have a 100% success rate, run away from them because they're lying. Nobody can be 100% successful. But let's watch that garbage coin. Let's see how it does.
I mean, in the bull market, everyone's a genius. Every single pump.
You're right, 100%.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've seen that in Veve as well, where the last bull market, you could put all of the Veve collectibles on a wall and throw a dart, and whatever you picked, it would have been up the next week. Like that, and that was like that for months. It was a glorious time.
It was. Oh my god, that's nuts. And yeah, when I was buying stuff in there, I'm like, what the crap? I was just pumping.
This is great. So this is why I also want you to go start making Veve and Omi videos. Like there's people that make them. Mm-hmm. I'm the one that's most consistent, does it every day. But there haven't been too many crossovers there have been crossovers from one way where they build their audience with Veve and then they go do something else and the audience dwindles because their audience is from Veve.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've ever, outside of Earth2 Mastery, that he originally did some Omi videos. He was like before me. He was the only other person that I know that was making other videos and then started making Omi videos. So if you go and do that and become like kind of and they're obviously still around and still relevant, and just become like the Veve family, they take care of their own. They'll love you, and it's just a good, solid community.
Yeah, definitely. I could do that. One thing I'm definitely looking for with Veve and Omi, I think I'm more interested with Omi than Veve because
Omi will get you more games.
Yeah, because the crypto coin is so low. I think it's at 0.0005. Every time it dips into 5, I buy some. So it's just like I try to buy projects when it's lowest possible entry point I can, and when it's in 0.005, I can't see. I have to buy it because the implied odds of possibly that mooning is just unreal. Like put $100 in that, it could be like 1,000 or something by next year.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be more than that by this. So we have this thing called Around the Akomiverse, which we try to do every Monday, and there's usually like 3 or 4 guys there, and some of the people that are usually there is this guy named Dr. Stuff. He's worked in the financial field for years.
Yeah.
And then we have Crypto Rain, who has been in crypto since like 2017. Both of these gentlemen are older, smarter, and more experienced than I am in this space. And when we were asked for our price predictions for Omi for the end of this year, I was the most bearish one, and I said 1.2 cents, which is about a 20x from where it is right now.
Yeah.
That $100 would be $2,000. And that's not the height of the bull market. That's just where it's by the end of this year. But Dr. Stuff says at least what I said, but probably 3 cents. And then Crypto Rain says, listen, this narrative is going to change in a big way. When it rains, it pours, but the opposite happens as well.
Yeah.
And you'll go, and he said like 3 to 5 cents by the end of this year. I was like, oh my God, that's a lot. That's like a 50x. It's like it's a lot. So, but at the peak, I went over this the other day. I think from here we could do a 1 to 200x at the peak.
Yeah.
So you're right. Omi will get you the biggest gains, and you'll have a ton of money once we're able to go and swap some of our Essence for whatever USDT or Ethereum, swap for Bitcoin. So there's another thing I want to talk to you about. We had part of the white paper get produced yesterday. We got shown that.
Yeah.
It didn't mention exactly how much we'll get. We know it'll be between 3 and 4 billion in that total supply. But what did you make of the Earth2 partial white paper?
That one, I put that on my my X account, Crypto Arya _. Make sure to follow me. I was trying to study that and whatnot, and trying to rack my brain about the video and the article. I was even talking to other Earth2 accounts because if you know me, I'm a Earth2 whale. I have a lot of money and tiles in Earth2. So I'm trying to talk to other whales and try to rack our brain around what this could possibly be and stuff. And there's good parts and questionable. I won't say bad parts. I'll say questionable parts that I don't understand yet. And it's probably good. I just don't understand it. It's so the good parts is he has this some mechanism or something that's going to help us if it dips too low or something. That's what I read. That's what I watched in the video. Yeah. So that'd be interesting to see if it can help players or something like that. But then he also said something like it's not going to. No, I won't try to quote him, but he said something like it's not going to go high because he wants the entry point to be low for new players or something like that. Remember that part?
Yeah, so there's 2 things with that. There's going to be an outside trading volume, and then what it's worth in the Earth2 metaverse. And I think he said that. So there's a company called Hero. I have one of their things here. Hero is just they sell Batman cards and Flash cards. It's like trading cards on the blockchain, and it's cool. I don't know how much really revenue they do nowadays, but it's It's cool. They have a leaderboard and stuff, and they have a good team, but they have it on there where you have a minimum amount that you could sell, which is $1 for each.
Mhm. Yeah.
And if they didn't have that, there would be people selling for like 75 cents and 50 cents, whatever.
Yep.
But I think that's what Shane was trying to say, where it's like, regardless of what the outside price is, there'll probably be a minimum price inside of Veveverse where you could have a chance for arbitrage. Where if the minimum price in the Earth2 metaverse is like, let's say it's 10 cents, but it's only trading for 5 cents on the outside, you could just have that chance for arbitrage. And there might be a delay because if it's not directly 1-to-1, you could go and sell it on the outside, buy it on the inside, and again have that arbitrage. For the other thing, he did say he wanted to reward OG players, and OG people that have mined it and been here since the beginning. So like you're going to get a huge paycheck from that. When do you go and take profit, and how much profit are you going to take at each time?
Oh, that's a great question. That's a great question for this video and the people who follow either me or you, because that's a very important point about Essence and how much it's going to be and when you can sell. If you listen to anything about this stream, this is probably very important. It is not a dollar amount that you need to sell at. It is the market and the trend and the timing you sell at. So you want to sell at giant green candles, and you want to buy at deep red candles. You want to sell high, and you want to buy low. And then I probably will be out of, maybe 50, 80, maybe even 100%, probably not 100% by the end of 2025. Because I'm not trying to FUD or, say, or trash or anything. That's just how the crypto cycle works. You have the Bitcoin halving, and then you have the huge parabolic nature that just melts faces. It does everything stupid for like a year after that. And then it dies down into a bear market. And then these people who had tens of millions of dollars now have 1327 in their account just because they didn't sell their bags. So you can never get married to any bag, even if you're super committed and married to it and you love the project. Then just ask me personally, because I'm an investor. I'm a full-time trader, so I just have the knowledge to sell the top. And so I'll be probably dollar cost averaging on giant green candles, no matter what the price is, all of 2025. So that could be what, $1, 50 cents, $10, $100, 1327, whatever it is.
So that's the other thing. You have things that are realistic, like, okay, let's say let's say 4 billion 4 billion total supply.
Yep.
And I know we're not talking about circulating supply here, but the total diluted market cap, total full valuation, you'd use that 4 billion mark. How big do you think Earth2 gets? I think $30 billion market cap for total diluted is very fair. Mm-hmm. So how do you get that? Well, that just some quick math, that'd be about $7.25 per Essence. Which if you have that, you're again multi-millionaire, not including your not including your Earth2 portfolio, the rest of the stuff that you have, and that's also not what it's just because that's what I think it could hit at the peak. Is not what it could start out at. They were throwing around like 10 cents. Like if it's not going to be 10 cents, but oh my god, if it is, I'm buying it all. But again, that's what I think it should go to. But when that metaverse narrative hits and Earth2 has a beautiful one, and they have the drone video game they're releasing, they have this big community, and green handles, we get green handles. People might not look at the market cap. You're going to have a lot of newbies go in and just look at the circulating supply, which at the time, right now it's less than 200 million. So let's say it has 250,000 circulating supply by the time this happens. You have people that are just going to look at circulating supply and be like, oh, it's $1. That's only a $250 million market cap. These should be multiple billions of dollars. And they're going to go and try to pump it to 10. And there's like, oh, it's 10? Yeah, we can get to 100. And it won't do that. But it's very possible that they ignore the market cap and this could go to like $100 billion market. This could go to like $30. That would be, and again, it shouldn't do that, but it can.
And I mean, that's why I'm in cryptocurrency, because it's just like it's the stuff you see is just it's insane how overnight it just things blow up. Like you won't get this out of the stock market or something. Be like invest in the S&P 500, you get 7% a year. Like it's so boring. No, this would be like, oh, I have $10. You wake up, $37 million. So I get these things definitely can happen. I think Essence is going to be. It might start out as something 50 cents or 10 cents or something, but it's going to be there. It's not long at all. It's going to
it'll start off small, but around Christmas Eve, I had a conversation with this guy, Mike, and he's a cool dude. Very, very traditional. Like he's a millionaire now, but he's like 50, and he's just like, you know what I did? You know, and he works very hard. He's like, I've been working 60 hours a week, the last like 20 something years. And, you know, I put it all in like S&P 500, VOO, SPY, and I was like, okay, you did it. You're a millionaire. But it took you 30 freaking years to do that. You know, I did it when I was like 30. So like this is, but of course he bought like Omi, like not at the top, but pretty close. And he's like, you know what, Chavez, you told me about it. Dude, I put $10,000 and it's worth like 800 now. So clearly, like you're not always right. I was like, again, I was very early. I will admit that. But it is a that's the cycle of bull and bear markets, which, you know, if people aren't into crypto and they come in, it's a whirlwind of emotions that they're thinking.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. If you want to get into crypto, hey, if you're watching this video right now, before the parabolic nature of crypto, you guys are the 1%, because nobody's going to know about crypto. Nobody's going to talk about crypto until 2025, when everything's going nuts and Bitcoin's like 250K and everybody's like, crypto's amazing. But no, that's when you're going to sell. That's when you should sell. So people actually watching this video right now, you guys are smart. So if you want to make some gains, man, check out Veve, check out Omi, check out Earth2, Essence, and build, I'll say, buy Ethereum and everything under Ethereum, Optimism, Arbitrum. I mean, stuff like that. The sound quality projects, not some garbage. So you want to get stuff like that and just watch it grow over the years. It's going to be nuts. I have money in Optimism, and that's Optimism and Avalanche both have spiked in my portfolio. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I did want to have this as a trial run for our potential show that we might do.
Yeah.
January has been wild so far.
Yeah.
You've had that person that jumped over the counter to attack the judge. You had the follow-up video where he's being brought back into court, surrounded by like 8 plaintiffs, like 8 security guards that are ready to just whack him. And you could tell by his eyes, like he is drugged up on something. Like they gave him something and he's trying to stay awake. We have the aliens in Miami. We have the Jew tunnels in New York. We have the Wisconsin that's freezing. We'll start off with the judge being attacked. Do you even know what that guy was in for?
I do not know. I've seen it trending around on different social medias, and I think I even seen it on TV at one point or something like that. and then the best part is when I saw somebody made a meme and your face was on top of that person just attacking the judge. Now we got Randy attacking the judge.
Oh yeah, see, memeable. So are you? Yeah, you're on TikTok, right? I feel like we get TikTok from Sarah. Yeah. So, what are your favorite places to go on TikTok? Is it like, is it scary TikTok at 3 a.m? Is it hot girl TikTok where they're in like the booty shorts doing yoga? Is it the military TikTok where everyone wants to unalive themselves because the military sucks?
I think I get a lot of different ones that on TikTok, but after being on it for a while, I say the only ones I get are funny. Do you remember Ray William Johnson? Was that Equals 3 or something from way back in the day, like 2005?
Less than 3. Yeah.
Yeah. He actually has a TikTok out. I get him a lot of my TikToks. I think he's a funny guy, and so he's back. I get that. I get funny. I see a lot of funny stuff. Something that makes me laugh. in a lot of crypto and investing stuff, because since I'm investing in crypto and stuff, I get that stuff pushed to my feed, so I just see other people doing it. So it's pretty much a mixture of that. What about you?
I don't. I'm sure we might not. I don't know if you like do and post any content on TikTok.
Might.
But there's been, and you'll get this more and more. If you're ever following somebody or you're friends with someone on social media, as your numbers grow and get bigger, people will tag you in all the stuff that they post.
Yeah.
So you get all of these notifications because they want you to comment on it because they have a lot of followers and whatever.
Yeah.
And I've come to the thing now where I'm trying to actively unfollow people, and I'm trying to actively like defriend people on us because like I can't take it. I can't see the important messages because you want to talk about like something, and it's like, okay, this is cool. But
I try to do that too. It's like it's hard because I love everybody, and I love everybody part of this community and the people who follow me and stuff. And then I try to trim my my algorithm so I get the proper feed so I can get more information from everybody. So it feels bad. I feel bad if I like try to if I unfollow somebody. I'm like, I feel terrible.
I love the fun. I think the funniest video. There's so many. I would say I'm on animal TikTok too, but I would say one of the funniest videos is this guy that he's like a chunky, like I don't know, he's tan. He's got long hair, and he's the one that says, "No, but you don't understand." And then he goes into like a World War II scenario, and or he'll go to like a World War One, be like, "Oh, the Austrians or the Belgians, they had these castles, and like we'll take them out with catapults." And then suddenly you have these tanks. Germany's rolling in, and they destroy these 3,000-year-old buildings. The guy is so funny. He's one of my favorites. He's one of my. I don't know his name, but he's one of my favorites. So on the aliens in Miami, did you see the video?
I've seen a lot of videos for that. Of like aliens Miami and all these like cop cars and people and their social media videos and stuff that are going on. And I even seen videos of aliens that apparently are walking around kind of like the Signs movie, where it's just like
that was a scary movie, just that one scene.
Yeah, I know, right? But I don't know, and that's probably photo generated or video generated. I don't know. So
do you remember that girl last year? She was on an airplane and she's like, "That mother flapper is not real."
Yep.
I wonder. I feel like we're getting so much more stories and videos of things like this, and I feel like we didn't get that when we were kids. Like in the '90s, like there wasn't a whole mess of people talking. Like there was like X-Files and people that like that, but there wasn't all of these real life people going like, "I don't know what this is," and they're not crazy. They're not going and saying like aliens. They're going to be like, "Listen, I don't know what this was, but it's freaking weird. And there's so many people. Do you believe?"
I don't know. It's like there is a lot of stuff that we get nowadays with all these social medias and the connectivity of everybody is so different than it was in like 80s or 90s and stuff like that. So it's really hard to determine like what is real and what isn't and stuff like that. Is the government trying to shut down rumors or something like that? Really, was it really aliens in Miami and the cops and stuff saying there isn't? Like, I don't know. or the chick in the airplane, Tiffany Gomez, I think that's her name was.
Are you familiar with there's an island off the coast of Thailand. I forget what it's called, but the inhabitants of the island are like the direct descendants of humans that like left Africa like centuries, if not thousands of years ago. Yeah, it was like thousands of years ago because they didn't have much contact with the rest of the world. And because of this, like a lot of modern diseases would like completely wipe them out.
Yeah.
And it's so much so that they don't know that there's a world. They just know that there's like this island. And it makes me question like, okay, India goes in and they protect them. They make sure nobody goes there and they make sure these people are isolated.
Yeah.
What if there's an alien civilization that claims our solar system the same way that India claims this Sentinel Island, that it was called, and we don't know, we can't introduce ourselves to anyone, and they could be checking up on us, and that's what UFO sightings are.
That is an awesome theory, actually. I like that, and there is a possibility for that too, because yeah, I mean, according to what Star Trek, I still am. I'm a big Star Trek fan, and what's their thing called, the Prime Directive, where they can't talk to other species or something like that. That could be us. Everybody else is warp travel and stuff like that, and we're just sitting here arguing on social media. So we're definitely not there yet. So they leave us alone. I don't know. That could be a thing.
So Bill Gardner, I'm going to be on the Hillary Clinton hit list here. Do you guys play the new Alex Jones video game on Steam yet? I haven't. He said he was grinding the other night, battling Clinton on Epstein Island. So, have you played this?
That is awesome. I not play that.
Dude, I want to play this. This is going on Snapchat, and so good. Put that on Snapchat. Do you play video games anymore?
I play. I mean, I'm really busy with like building my business and other things, like building Meet Arya and build, and investing and stuff like that. So that's my full-time job. I'm probably doing that constantly. Yeah. But when I do get free time, I do like to play games. I like playing AAA games. I still play World of Warcraft. If you look in the comments, I think Ark commented. I actually played with him personally in World of Warcraft. I haven't in a long time, but we used to play together.
Wait, Aura?
Yeah, DOZD. No, DOZD. It's like right above Bill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, him. Yeah, I play with him personally in World of Warcraft. I mean, I used to. We don't really play anymore because I think we're both so busy. But yeah, I play that. I do love huge games like Fallout or GTA or Red Dead Redemption. Huge, nice. AAA titles like that. I play. And then if I get into it, I'm sucked in for like 13 hours or something. So I try to be productive and like not play it.
So how much would you play the Earth? How much would you play in the Earth2 metaverse? How much would you play in Drone when they release that? Would you get super into it for the content, or would you go and just be like, I just want to build my empire. I just want this to be worth more. Let me pay this kid $20 an hour to go do this stuff for me to build it. How'd you play that?
It would depend on a couple different factors. If it's just super engaging and fun to play, I would be playing it for tons of hours, and my content and business would suffer because I'll be playing it so much. It's like kind of like
you wouldn't really need to be super big in the like you'll have millions of dollars. It's not like you're gonna need to do YouTube for 60 grand a year.
That's the best thing about us too, because it's like we're not here for the money. Some people earn YouTube. I have to do YouTube because it makes me money, and we're not like that. We're like, I do it for fun. Yeah. So it's but yeah, if it was super fun and engaging, kind of like World of Warcraft, where it's 20 years later and I'm still playing a stupid game. I played the classic version, but it's like I still because that's fun. So if Earth2 can do something like that, I'll be playing it all the time. And then if I can make money on top of that and the cryptocurrency, if I can make some of the Essence cryptocurrency out of playing it, done deal, sold. That's perfect. I'm making money. I'm having fun. Perfect. So it really depends. Yeah, like I would love to have like a passive income type thing for tiles. If somebody's building on my land or something and pay me a virtual landlord type thing, I would definitely flesh that out so I can make some of this passive income and build some businesses in the real world or something. So it'd be great.
There's people that are super popular on like Twitch, and they make a lot of money, but they play like 8-10 hours a day.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do that. Like I would,
I know, right?
I'd much rather make much less money and do it just a way that I want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess kind of what we do now is just kind of this. Well then, and I guess so. When you thought of the idea of us doing like not like a stream, but like an actual podcast, like weekly thing, was it more about the hey, like one hand watch the other, we'll share audiences, we'll go that way, and people will like if somebody doesn't like one of us, they'll like the other.
Yeah.
Or is it just a thing where like, hey, we're both going to be super busy, and if we're both obligated to this, then we'll at least see each other once a week and spend time that way.
My thought process was for it is audience, reach, revenue stream, because you know me, I'm always looking for different ways to make income. That's why I try to push to my audience. It's like you want to look for streams of income that are outside of traditional employment, because you'll never get rich working for somebody else. You never get rich trading time for money. So I'm just looking for different ways that you can that we can grow and stuff, and give people the information they need so they can improve their education, improve their portfolio. And then for us, you know, we do well, we have fun, and just talk about different things and grow and get bigger, and then we get more popular and everybody wins here. So I was thinking actually, like, yeah, like a legit real studio where it'd be like great high resolution cameras and a stage and a studio, and probably bring in more people and revenue and stuff like that. And it'd be kind of like a mix of, I don't know, like a Joe Rogan, Elvis Duran, Tucker Carlson, something like that.
Tucker. Okay, so we're going on politics now.
Yeah. If you hate anybody in here, I'm sorry. We'll change it.
So Vivek has dropped out of the race and has thrown his support behind Trump, which I think is a very smart move. I don't know if he wants like a cabinet position or he genuinely thinks that Trump's going to be the best candidate. Either way, we have not seen the last of him. I'm not saying who you want, but who do you think is going to be the next president and why?
The next president for 2024, I think my guess is on Trump. I'm trying not to be like political or one side or whatnot. I think Trump will win it, because if you look at Iowa, I put that on my Twitter. Crypto Arya, the underscore. Thanks for following me. I put that on my Twitter that he won Iowa. What's Iowa?
Yeah.
And then he won like a landslide of like 50 or 70% against his competitors. Like, yeah. The dude, hate him or love him, man. That guy knows how to build engagement and stuff like that. There's a huge Trump army behind him. And yeah, so it's nuts. And I'm not Democratic or Republican. I'm just kind of my own person. So
well, there was I was gonna put this as a thumbnail. I couldn't find it. Somebody made a meme about us. It was like Chavez Arya for Earth2 president, like 2020. It was like 2022. It was a wrong year, so we couldn't use it. But I was like, oh, that's dope. That's cool. That would have been fun. In any of your conquests, have you ever thought about running for office? Not saying like president, but small, like maybe congressman or some type of thing.
Yeah, I've thought about that before, like different things, like being a congressman or a mayor or governor or something like that. Because I think I do well, because every time I'm in a position of power, I tend to do fairly well and people tend to love me. So I'm like, maybe I should take this to like the next level. Because when I used to be a manager of several employees, like 50 employees when I was a kid or younger into a company, people said I was the best boss. According to the other bosses, they didn't like them because I'm more approachable, I'm more friendly, stuff like that. And then even on YouTube, prove it again. You know, out of nowhere, I came up with like 5,000 subs, and my Twitter that's like blown up like 200% within the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, nuts.
Yeah, so it's like, so I just have a natural talent, I guess, for people in the community and in the space. So I guess maybe I would do well with a position of power. Can you imagine?
Well, we don't want to. You don't want to do it in like New Jersey. We got to go someplace warmer. We're gonna have our studio. We're gonna have our place. Like it has been snowing all week here, and we're gonna have another blizzard. Well, not a blizzard, but it's a storm. It's supposed to get like 2 to 5 inches, depending on which way wind blows and whatever precipitation.
Yeah.
But I'm so over it. I'm so over it.
I know,
right? I think I would have an easier time if I ran as like a Republican, because this way the Republicans would be like, see, we have a minority, we have a brown in our ranks. If you don't vote for him, you're racist. And I feel like even though you'd probably be a good independent or libertarian, you know what, white male. It's hard to be a white male these days.
I know.
They get attacked mercilessly about a lot of stuff. They talk about your privilege. And it's hard for straight white males, bro. We should start a support group.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. It's crazy.
Earth2 News says, with such enormous planned utility for Essence, how does that compare with crypto? With little to none, does Omi have good utility? So Omi has, the only utility it has right now is you're able to go and hold it on the app, and you'll be able to go get more MCP points for it and bronze tickets for it. That's currently, but you can't really use those yet, so the utility is extremely weak. But they've added both of those within the last 5 months, and they will add more starting in Q2. So we're starting to get a lot of things for it, and that's kind of what Shane wants to do as well when he said he wants to go and reward early users, like he's going to incentivize people to hold their essence, and you're going to be able to get stuff like eco sims for it. Like you're going to be able to get a lot of cool stuff. But answer that, like, what are some of the other ways that that we have essence utility that I'm not really remembering right now?
That's what I was thinking. With Omi and Essence and whatnot, it's like I'm trying to think about Omi and if I want to buy it, because there's so many other projects I want to put it into, and I'm thinking about Omi. I'm just like the only reason I would buy Omi is because it's so cheap and it's so into the 0.005 range, where it's so juicy of an entry point to actually buy some. So I just want to find some like secret knowledge or leaks or something where I'm like, oh, so there is utility coming. Let me go buy some Omi, because it's like right now it's very hard to buy that compared to other ones.
Yeah. I don't know if we still have this, but originally you were able to use Essence to get, what was it, Mentars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's buying. No, you can buy Essence with. You can buy what's it called? The URLs.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And then crafting the certain jewels.
Yeah, crafting. Yep.
Because we didn't have a value for Essence for a long time, and you had like the fudders be like, oh, they don't have any plans. They're not ever going to give it utility. Like they're not ever going to be able to sell it. So people started crafting like a whole bunch of jewels, and people spent tens, if not hundreds of thousands of Essence on crafting jewels because they didn't think Essence would be worth anything. And now,
oh my God. I'm trying to tell people. It's just like I do this for a living, man. I know what's going to happen. I know I'm like, oh, you should not be using this to craft jewels. Even back in like 2020, and nobody knew that Essence was going to be a crypto. I don't think they even knew Essence was going to be Essence. I was like, there's going to be Essence coming, and that Essence is going to be a crypto. And you're like, no, you're not. No, you're stupid. And then a few months later, it's a crypto. I'm like, are you even watching my videos?
How much Essence are you getting a day? Do you? Well, I know you probably claim it every day, but do you transfer it from the ether to the Essence?
Yeah, I transfer. I think it's like 3,000, something like that.
3,000 ether.
Yeah.
And then it becomes how much Essence? Was it a couple hundred?
Yeah, I think it's like 300, something like 300 Essence a day, something like that.
Okay. Well, Jenny, you're never gonna catch up. He's only 100 a day. Do you raid, or do you just not have time for that?
That's one thing I do not do. I do not raid. I should, and that's probably a huge thing I'm missing out on. Yeah. The missed Essence rating that I probably miss out on is probably huge. But I don't know. I'm so busy in real life that I can't figure out. I can't just sit down and try to figure this out, even though it probably only take like 10 minutes. So
I think Casey has a good video.
I need to stop being lazy and actually figure this crap out and start rating.
There's this guy Jones that I know who's got like not a lot of properties. He hasn't put a ton of money in this, but he's got like 20,000 Essence because all he does is raid. He works out. I'm not sure what he does for work. He's like a part-time rapper though. He has some really good music, but then he raids in Earth2. Like that's the 4 main things that he does every day.
That's awesome.
And he has 20,000 Essence. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
So he went hard.
Oh my God.
Bill just bought another tier 1 700. What the fudge, Bill? How much was that? Oh my God.
I think Maybe it's mine. I have one selling. No, it wouldn't be me.
Shout out to Crate New for buying 3 million Omi again. Good stuff. Okay, where'd I go here again? So on the hour here. Let's turn this up a notch. Any little baby Aryas in the future?
Ooh, this is incorrect. Because
Childcare is expensive.
I know it's like not to turn into like politics or anything like that, but being in the country of the United States of America, I can't do it. If maybe medical and education was universal and free, then maybe I would do it. But the current state of this country and maybe the world, I don't know. And then social media is nuts for kids, and they probably get cyberbullied or something like that. And that's too much stress. I just want to invest, party, and have fun.
Dude, same.
Yeah, right.
I love all my friends, and they are their lives are mostly fairly well balanced for the most part. You have some that just like hate their lives because they didn't do the right thing with finances, and they kind of didn't raise like the kids the right way, and their kids are like out of control and crazy. But most of my friends are very good with that. But even with that balanced life, it's like, oh, come on, hang out. No, I got kids. Like, oh, screw the kids. Hang out with me.
Right.
I also feel like when you get, like, if you don't have kids, you don't really have to grow up as much. And especially for people like us that, we found success in our, 20s, early 30s. And, and at this point, we don't really need to grow as people because we have a bunch of people that love us and will enable us, and they'll, we have, the money. There's no need to. Do you ever worry about growing as a person, or are you just like, I'm fine. I don't need to go through all that.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I've always been a very independent person all my life, so I don't need kids. I don't need friends or family. That sounds kind of dark, but no, I like everybody around me and stuff. But I can completely be fine and happy and stuff all by myself. You can put me in like some city, and so it's good. I'm a very independent person, and whoever wants to be part of my social circle, free to join. Like me and you, we're good friends.
Yeah. So by accident, just asked you and Abram, like, hey, can I sit with you guys at the dining facility? It's like, yeah, sure.
I know. See that? Yeah. See, I can just be myself, and then I got my friend right here, and then you want to come around? I'm like, sure. Let's just keep growing our social circle.
Grow the wolf pack.
All right. But there's some people out there be like, I need a friend. I'm like, oh, that's not how it works. Like, you're gonna run into crappy people.
There's I feel like I've talked to you about this before. Maybe I haven't. Have I ever talked to you about? I think it's called like Rent a Buddy or Rent a Friend.
Yeah.
Okay, so for people that don't know, the uninitiated, I have this idea where, and everyone's been in this, at least if you're at least partly extroverted, where you just get a wind of big life energy and you want to do something fun, but like your boys are all busy, like they have company coming over, or they're just Netflix and chilling because their body's too sore because they're working out, or they have like they're going pumpkin picking with a girlfriend because they're a simp. And my idea is that, like, what if there was a place where you had verified cool people that would just, you would have fun, because you don't want to do like a fun activity with a not fun person. It kind of ruins it.
I know, right?
So my idea is like to have like these verified cool people that are fun to hang out with, that you can go and do stuff with. And the biggest question is like, well, how do we know they're cool? And that's like, this would be like the show. It'd be like me, you, and like two other people taking these guys and gals out to like sporting events and like getting burgers and drinking beers and like hitting batting cages, like doing fun stuff. And if they're cool, we give them the thumbs up and they could work for the company. And if they're not cool, we just flick boogers at them and be like, loser. And we don't give them the job. If I like fund that, would you do that with me? Would you like help us like build this most likely money pit? But
I think we could do that. It could be like, I mean, hey, Tinder is pretty much dating and kind of so it worked. And you got two options. You got the like button and you got the booger button.
That's another thing I want to talk to you about. So I'm very conflicted by this information that I've gotten. So I'm all about money, love money. I love creative ways to get it. And when OnlyFans started getting like big, I was like, yo, people that don't like girls that do OnlyFans, they're like not inconsiderate. They're like they're intimidated. They just don't, they don't want a strong woman. If this girl is going and making $200,000 a year by showing her booty hole, let her. More power to her.
I know.
But evidence has started coming out and showing that women don't want to show their booty holes forever. And it is very competitive. So you have women that used to make like hundreds of thousands or even millions. They're now making almost what it would be like for a job at like a office, like secretary or whatever. Yeah. So it's harder. They're making less money. And it seems that a lot of guys now, oh, you've done OnlyFans? Nope. And their dating pool has closed. And so now I'm not sure what to do. I don't know how to feel. Tell me how to feel about OnlyFans. And tell the audience how we should feel, because I'm at a loss.
See, that's the bad thing about today's society. It's just like, here's this woman who actually probably has a very small, smart business thinking, scalability, income mind. Instead of just working for somebody else making a paycheck, she's actually going out there making like 50 grand a day. So I would think that's actually genius, to do something like that. That's very smart. And then, then after that, you can get scorned and blackballed, blacklisted. You can't really get a job after that unless you can try to keep that away from your identity. I don't know, but I would say still do that if you're a young chick or something. You can make tons of money doing that, because I love revenue. I never have any judgment for people who create massive revenue out of nowhere for anything. Like, deep respect for me. And so I would just say that if a girl did that, just save as much money as possible until the engagement dies down. You're not making as much money, then throw all of it into a way to make money off your money. So like a high yield savings account or SCHD, which is like a dividend stock where you make money. So then when you have all this money, then you have income off that money you're making. So your principal is growing and you still have an income from the money that you made 10 years ago. So that's what they should do.
So that is great advice for growing your money, having your money work for you, and financial literacy. But what about love? What about the fact that if they do it, they have they're less likely to go and find that one true love that maybe would have been, they would have fallen in love with them had it not been for the OnlyFans. And I don't know the percentage of this. I could be trying to like cherry pick data here. But what about that? Is it like, do you take Natasha Romanoff or Black Widow's view where she says love is for children? Or do you take the side of the Beatles where you're just like, dude, all you need is love, and that's it?
I think now, honestly, my opinion is, if you come across somebody and you're like, no, I'm not doing that, I mean, that's stupid, I would say you dodged a bullet. There was what, 8 billion people in the world, 4 billion men, 4 billion women. So it's like, if somebody doesn't like it, okay, then you save time, you dodged a bullet, go find somebody else. Because like me, I wouldn't have any judgment. I'm like, you made how much off OnlyFans? You know what? Here's a ring. So I'm the opposite. I'm like, that's impressive. As long as she's not like crazy or something. As long as she's normal.
Dude, the crazy. I know we both have a wide range of friends. How many friends do you have that you would consider like good, amazing friends, but they're like kind of vanilla, like they're not going to do anything illegal, they're not crazy big partiers, and they're just like, like vanilla, like, oh, let's sit here and let's play video games and watch movies, which I'm all for. But how many of those friends do you have?
I would say actually I have kind of a lot of my friends in Wisconsin, actually. Amazing people. They would take a bullet for me. They're genuine, authentic, amazing people. But yeah, they don't party, they don't drink, They don't do anything. They just go to work and then they go home and then they have their wife and families or whatnot. But yeah, it's like, oh, let's go to the bar, let's go party, let's go to Vegas and gamble. Like that, they don't do that. They're boring, but they're amazing.
So the reason I bring that up is because I'm in this group chat with 4 awesome people that I love and I would like do anything for.
Mm-hmm.
But they are, as far as what their party range is from 1 to 10, they're like, I would say a 3, maybe even a 2. 1 is like complete shut off or whatever, but I would say like and they're like, oh, you need someone to match your crazy, Chavez. You need someone to like do acid with you. You need someone to like drink, like, and I was like, well, listen, like I've had that before, but generally when it comes to drugs and alcohol and just a lot of this stuff, those people get really wild, and a lot of times it is they can't control it. And I feel like I toe that line, and every now and then I cross it. I get a little too drunk or whatever. Is that your experience with people that go hard? Because I feel like once you get into that world and you step too far in, you're in, and you can't get out.
Yeah, definitely. It's I don't know. I feel if I can just like break the ice of some of the boring family men or something, they can get all crazy or something like that into like really awesome people, even though they're already awesome. But that'd be really funny. I think I went to Vegas or something. I went somewhere with one of my friends from the Air Force when I was in the Air Force. And then we were partying and stuff. We went to different bars. He's like, you know what, Arya? It's like, you're like the only friend that I have that can just drop hundreds on random drinks and partying and stuff. And it's like everybody else is just boring with their kids and they don't have any money. And then here you are, just, throwing cash, trying to have a good time. I was like, thanks, man. It's like we're only on this planet for like 80 years. You gotta have some fun.
I'm not making it to 80.
Yeah, I know, right?
Matt Johnson, what up? Thank you for being a member. Saying Randy Arya just got here. Realistically, what do you think only price will be, like 4 to 5 years? So at that point, at like the 5 years, you're looking at like the next bull market after this one. I mean, 2029. I don't know, like 50 cents. And if that's no burns, I get it. What is that's $150 billion market cap, which by 2029, well, what is Bitcoin going to be at? Like a $10 trillion market cap? 150 billion, is like, okay, that's fine. Most of the top 10 will have $1 trillion market caps at that point. And I honestly, Omi probably at that point could very much be close to $1. And again, this is with no burns, 300 billion. So that's kind of my prediction. All right, same question, but with Essence. What do you think Essence could be by 2029?
2029? So I would say it's going to start out probably start out at 10 cents, 50 cents, something like that. And it's going to shoot up. It might even hit like maybe $2, $3, $4, $5, maybe even launching day, like that initial launching day. And then it might settle down to maybe like $1 or something like that. Probably like 70 cents, $1, $1.50. And then eventually just build and build for the Bitcoin halving and the parabolic run that all crypto will have. So 2025, it might even be up to $10. I have a video on my YouTube. If you go to my YouTube, actually research and stuff that how much Essence could be. And if it matched the market cap of all these large other virtual worlds, and during the blow off phase where everything is ridiculous prices, it might even hit like $89 per in Essence, which is pretty nuts. So I would say probably close to 100 or something, 2029, something like that. So
I was thinking 100 as well, because even at the total diluted value, at 4 billion tokens, okay, well that would be $400 billion. I mean that's still very possible for when most of these top 10 all of these top 10 tokens will have $1 trillion market caps. So you could maybe even be in like not even the top 20 and still have that. I feel like people are really not looking at how much money is really. Oh god, okay, there we go. I feel like people are not looking at how much money is really coming into the space.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, you're getting a foot of snow. I don't know how much snow we're getting, dude. I had such a mind to like cancel and be like, hey, I'm just taking a trip. I'm going to go to Florida. after work. But I didn't. I wanted to get you on here for a while. We haven't done one of these. Well, I just did on yours, so that's a lie. But we haven't.
All right.
What's up, Spectrum 3900? How you doing? Who's one of the bigger celebrities that you follow on X that you really like?
I follow a lot of most people I follow are all kind of crypto people.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So I follow contrarians, people are against Bitcoin, people are for Bitcoin, because I try to get all the information possible, because usually the truth is somewhere in the middle. Yeah. So for all these things, I try to stay away from the silly ones who are like, name me your next 10,000x crypto coin. We got this one, blah. And then it'll disappear next tomorrow or something like that. Those ones annoy me. So I try to stick to the normal sounding ones that actually make sense. It's like stuff like that. So I think a good person to follow on X, who has a lot of followers, probably like I think his name is Satoshi Flipper.
Okay.
He has like 500,000 followers. He seems pretty normal. He doesn't do a whole bunch of like stupid shilling, pumping stuff like that. He's just basic dude. So
okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Love to hear it.
Yeah.
As far as crypto goes, I mean, he's not a celebrity, but I really, really like Crypto Rain and other subjects, because they're a little bit more grounded than a lot of others, because you do have a lot of these other people that are very sensational, and they're like, thumbnails are just like, their thumbnails are very animated, very insane. And I know that just because you have a crazy thumbnail doesn't mean that the content can't be good. The obviously the content could be great.
And to be honest, it's actually YouTube's fault, because if you don't do something like that, you won't get any engagement or views. So it's like you have to.
Yeah, I like hate that. Like, and I get it, you get more clicks, but like in my experience, the people that I've seen with the clickbait titles, like it's one like they're lying and and very misleading. I just personally I don't like it, but also the content that I've seen, generally speaking, not everyone, but generally speaking, like the content isn't that good. It's like it's not that informative. I'm not saying it's not entertaining. But I don't know. I just feel like anyone can go in, and this is why I want you in as well, because the more quality YouTubers and quality content you get, it'll just make the project look better. Because you have a couple clowns over there,
Yeah.
Bill Gardner. Yeah, I like watching cartoons too. Yeah. Data-driven feedback. Build something for someone else, not yourself. Agreed. So we've been going on for about hour 12. Is there anything that you wanted to go over that we have missed?
I say Bill Gardner does have a point, watching cartoons and playing video games. Yeah, because you can play with your kids. So yeah, everybody has their own.
I've gotten into Young Sheldon recently. Have you seen that?
Yeah. Actually, I've seen that before. Yep.
It started like on TikTok, and like I watched a bunch of The Big Bang Theory, so I didn't want to watch Young Sheldon. I was like, oh, they're just trying to do this spin-off to make money. But I saw it on TikTok, and it was actually pretty good. It's like I started watching it on Netflix. The grandma has like a great relationship with the kids, because like she'll take the older one, Georgie. I'm only on season 2, but she'll take him to the track, or she'll take him to the shooting range, and like she'll buy Sheldon video games, and she'll let the little girl Misty like eat chocolate and stuff. And it's like it makes it crazy. I was like, oh, this seems fun. This seems fun AF. Like I want grandkids. I don't want kids. I just like the grandkids, like just mess them up and then just give them back to the parents.
But yeah, definitely follow me on YouTube or on X. Actually, did you know I got Peter Schiff? I think he has like 1 million followers to actually respond to one of my comments. So I was like, oh, it's kind of fanboying right there. I'm like, oh my god, this guy with like a million followers actually commented on me. So it's maybe I'm putting out some good alpha content out there for this community.
President of Euro Pacific Capital. He's what did he say? Because he's very anti-crypto.
What What, the current president or what?
No, he's the president of Euro Pacific Capital.
Oh yeah,
Peter Schiff. But what did he say? Like, what did he respond to? Because generally, he's not a fan of crypto.
I'm not sure. The one guy I talked to, Peter Schiff, I think he's just like a contrarian person, podcast, CNBC almost type guy. He's a really important guy. I should actually.
Yeah, no, I know. Like he is the president of Euro Pacific Capital.
Okay,
That's the
yeah.
gold and silver.
Yeah,
like where people buy gold and silver, he holds it for you.
yeah.
Which is really good business model. You have people pay you for the gold and silver, and you don't even give them the gold and silver. You give them
I know.
It's brilliant. But yeah, he's like again, I love him for the just like not the conspiracy theory, but he does call out politicians on their BS, and he goes like, "Hey, you're kicking the can down the road, and you're not doing right by it." It's like, "Oh, this is great." But because crypto kind of threatens his whole business a little bit, he's been anti-crypto with it.
Same thing with Jamie Dimon of Chase. Like he has to be against it because if he's pro Bitcoin, then everyone's gonna go to Bitcoin, and then he loses his company. So,
but yeah, so we have that. When is the next? Are we gonna get our Cybertrucks together? When are you getting yours?
I'm not sure. I might actually. I was thinking about that the Model 3 has like a new refresh design that looks more aggressive. So maybe I'll get that instead. Or maybe I get a truck. I haven't decided yet. Or get the Roadster. That's $250,000.
I don't know if I could do. If I'm going to spend $250 on something, I might as well put a down payment on like a condo or something.
Yeah.
That's. I don't know. That's so cool. The Roadsters are so dope.
Yeah.
I want them to try to get like on Veve, like X needs money. Drop some X IP on Veve. Let's make you that money, Elon. We'll do it.
We should do like a Mr. Beast type YouTube video where it will be Arya's Roadster versus Chavez's Cybertruck. Which one will win?
I'm gonna lose that one.
And they'll get like 2.1 million views.
Unless I just go like immediately crash into you. Like how mad? Like if it's for the views, like I don't know, how mad would you be? I just crashed into your $250,000 car.
I'm like, oh, whatever.
All right, guys, we got the okay. We got the green light. Yo, upgraded today. Got an 81 RCA CED video disc player. No Cybertruck. All right. Well, go and get that bread. My Cybertruck. I don't even. I'm so late in line. I didn't order until like mid 2020. So I'm probably gonna have to wait several months. I'm really hoping if I don't get it this year, I'm gonna lose it.
I know, right? Or if Essence has any significant value, like $89 or something like that, I was thinking about even giving a Roadster or Lambo to somebody in the community of Earth2. Here you go, free car.
If it's $89, you're really offering to suck people up. Like I'm gonna. Oh my god, that's so much.
Yeah.
I mean, 89. I would go and I would have sold well before it hit 89.
Yeah.
I only have like 40,000 Essence. I'll have a little bit more when I convert some of my Ether, but
yeah.
I mean, I'll sell. Heck, even at like $1 when it first starts out, I'm selling $5,000 because I want to have fun. I want to go and
yeah.
But I would wait probably until it's a couple dollars. Half my bag I really want to save for actually playing the game and actually doing stuff because I feel like that could yield more down the line. But
yeah,
if it gets to $10, I'm probably selling most of it because that's it's a good amount.
Yeah, so never be I always take profit. So don't be like, oh, I gotta hold, I gotta dye my hands, I gotta marry my bags. Don't do that. Sell and make your money and then peace out.
I'll do that with Omi too. I'll likely, I won't really sell until I'm like a multi-millionaire. So it'll be like 1.3 cents or something, give or take. And I'll sell a little bit, and then I'll sell like at every interval, 2 cents, 5 cents, etc.
Yeah. Yeah,
but I will definitely take some profit.
that's all I do with Essence too. I'm like, oh, just sell some here, sell some
I
there.
can't wait. Comment down below. Who do you think is going to be Deca millionaire first? Real Randy Chavez or Arya? Meet Arya. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll definitely see. The race to Deca million.
That'll be fun. We'll go and we'll end it here. I'll just talk to you off camera for a little bit.
Okay.
We'll end it here. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. Thank you all for coming. Bill Gardner, thank you for the super chat. What's the profits? And if I held, I would have been close to $1 million. Damn, man, I got away. Yeah, man. That's what I love.
Yeah, see, that's what you got. Sell at the top. So make sure you follow Randy. Make sure you follow me on X, because I will tweet. I will post when to sell, because I will not be holding my bags all the way back to the bottom. I will be selling near everything. So
Smash that like button. Thank you for being a member. Crazy Dan. Bye, La Potato. La Potato. That is a great name.